it seems to be the same problem. It's the same problems in every country now. It seems to be. It's gone so far to the left. They're trying to help everyone and be nice, but in the same way, everyone
but at the
takes
same time,
piss out of the situation.
And nobody has respect, and therefore nobody's accountable.
Yeah.
If you say something to somebody gets offended, and then you can't do nothing.
Yeah, and we haven't we're complete. Yeah, that's all right. We're completely we have nowhere near enough police in the country. They're not even armed.
Yeah,
we don't arm our police. And
the police have no guns?
Yeah, but all the criminals are armed unless it's a serious matter.
Armed offenders squad will get called out if it's something really big. But otherwise, just your standard cop walk in the street, no guns.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is there another political party there that can kind of turn things around, or?
We don't have any political party that can actually solve any problems. They're all a bit shit.
Yeah.
But we're going into an election in October, so
Well, hopefully
the other side's promising change, but they always promise change and then
So are
not
the
much
people,
ever happens.
the majority of the people, are they cool with the crime? I mean, are they just
No.
kind of like...
No.
No one is, but there's just...
Everyone's starting to really turn. You can see
Okay.
everything turning.
3
like,
years
things
ago,
are
if you
changing.
talk about our government, we would be saying they're great, they're doing this, that, and
Yeah,
other,
before
but
COVID.
they've just taken the
Oh,
road
before-
and
okay.
ran
Before
with it
COVID,
into
our new
crazy
government
town.
Now it's gotten all the way extreme.
Yeah, gone
Yeah.
to the left so far, you're like, oh no, they're criminals. We'll give them a stern talking to, and we'll put them on
Send
a
them on
course
their
and get them
way.
a job. And it's like,
Prison doesn't
they don't want to
help,
do
it just
that. They
makes
just
it
want to
worse.
go.
You know, I would have to agree and say that it's like here, if you think you don't have a gun and a criminal breaks in your house, you're going to tell them, please don't hurt me. Don't steal nothing.
Yeah.
Rationalizing with a criminal with a gun is not, you're not
Yeah.
going to save
So
yourself.
difficult.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You
Yeah.
just have to be like, take whatever you want.
That's it. But I mean,
Just don't take me.
yeah, and that's you beg for mercy. It doesn't make sense. So I'm just curious because here in America, it's the same thing. It's like, you know, people say gun control, but the people doing the crimes aren't getting illegal.
Yeah.
They're not legal gun owners.
Yeah.
It's
like
all
they
illegal.
took all our guns, and all they did was take them off because we have to have a firearms license to own a firearm in our country. You can't have handguns.
You have
So
to
it's
be like
just
a
for
hunter.
hunting, you know, like
hunting only.
self-defense,
So-
and we don't talk about guns. If
No
you-
self-defense?
Oh yeah, if you were a farmer, someone broke into your property and they were trying to steal your cattle or something, you went out, warned them, and they pulled a gun on you and you shot them, you will be getting done for murder.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So what if he's
Maybe
hurting your
manslaughter.
family? I mean,
Maybe
what if this guy's like trying to hurt
You
you?
will still be
Yeah.
having to argue. You'll probably still face prison time for defending
Wow.
yourself. We've
That's
got a
crazy.
very
So
weird.
literally a criminal could just kick you in the butt, do whatever they want
Yeah.
to
You
do.
can't do anything.
Like we
You
don't
can't
do big
retaliate.
prison
What?
sentences. We get
Yeah.
people like murder. You'll get 7 years.
Yeah.
We don't do life imprisonment.
Yeah.
Like the only person
There's one person
recently,
in the whole of New Zealand for life imprisonment, and that was the terrorist who shot
yeah,
up the
and he
mosque.
shot up a mosque and shot 17 people.
Wow.
And he got
More
life
than
sentence
that.
for that.
This is scary. Criminals might just start migrating. I mean, this is like a free-for-all.
Yeah. Well,
That's
we had a
crazy.
TV show like the Mexican cartel. They had someone interviewing some of them, and they literally said they're coming to our country because it's just easy money. Like if cocaine will sell for $900 a gram.
What?
Sort of thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So we have methamphetamine. That's like $200 a gram. That's why it's so big there because we can make it in the country, but cocaine $900 a gram. So they're just flooding it in there.
Wow. So that basically the drug game over there is
Yeah.
like it's crazy.
And if you
Yeah,
get
it's
caught,
crazy.
you're not going to face very long. So that it's worth it to the criminals because they can make millions and millions of dollars and they might get 10 years. Worst case scenario, you might get a 10 years.
And for good behaviour, you only do a third of your sentence.
What?
Yeah, and if you've got a bad childhood, you can get a report and they'll cut more off your sentence to say,
Oh
like,
my
we had
But
one
the
guy.
people writing the reports are gang members.
Yeah, we
They're
had
like, "Oh,
one
this
guy,
person had
he
a
got
rough
off his
upbringing."
prison sentence. He went from 5 years down to 6 months on a ankle bracelet because he had a bad childhood, grew up in a gang, had a meth problem, and then
From 5 years to 6 months.
on an ankle bracelet. So they were
he
just
just
monitoring him. out-
Walking around doing whatever he
Yeah.
wants to
Yeah.
do.
with a curfew.
Oh my
Then we
God.
had another
Yeah.
fella not long ago. He beat the hell out of his girlfriend. He got put on an ankle bracelet. He should have been in prison because before that he had been done for another assault.
Yeah,
and then he
was
had
on
an
parole.
argument with his boss.
Oh, that's right.
So he went into the work and shot him with a shotgun in
It
the
was
middle of
building
the middle of
in
the
the middle of Auckland City. So it's like went into one of the high rises that they were building and just shot it up.
And what happened to him?
he shot
himself.
He shot himself.
Oh, wow.
But he should have been in
But he
prison.
should have been. This guy was.
should've
He was
already
he
been-
was
he was a
already.
dangerous
Yeah.
society,
He was a sociopath.
Yeah. but
Like, it
because
was
of the
just
way
like-
we reduce sentences here, going from prison
It was a disaster
down to
waiting to
this to
happen.
that to be able to go to work.
It sounds like a bad experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it's-
on
it-
the plus side, New Zealand is beautiful.
we are a
you know,
beautiful
We are
country.
beautiful.
My
but-
sister's visited there, and she said she loved it. It was very,
Yeah.
it was very nice. And I've heard of people like,
Yeah.
you know, going there to move, but I didn't
Yeah.
know like the crime. I mean,
It's
that's
really
scary.
crazy.
No one
but we are
talks
really
about it,
kind.
but it's like because our government is like very,
Soft.
I call them socialists, and
They're very
they
soft.
really tried to experiment with it, and it doesn't work. It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
It's crazy. But we are very kind people, polite people.
The country itself.
The country is beautiful.
Like, if you
What
wanna
about
go-
the cost of living?
The cost of living is extremely high.
Oh, is it like Hawaii?
Like, I don't know what that is.
Hawaii's like a
but
gallon of milk is like $6-8.
Yeah, well,
don't
we
know
pay
what
about
it is.
we pay
We pay
what
about $4 to $5
dollars
for
for 2
litres.
liters of our milk.
So we
that's
go by litres, not gallons.
so
Okay.
So there's what 3.8, so half a gallon almost.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah.
so our petrol prices are almost what $2.50ish.
Yeah,
give or
and
take.
depending
And
where you
that's
go
per
for a
litre.
litre. So 3.8.
And what's typically like a month's worth of rent there, or
So we pay weekly. Our bills are paid weekly. So weekly rent would be for a regular old 3-bedroom house around $700 to $800 a week, depending where you live.
weekly, huh?
Sometimes
Yeah.
it can be $1,000 a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and in Auckland it's more.
Yeah.
Like we live in a cheaper city than
Wow.
the South Island.
Yeah.
That's a weird. Wow.
Pay it all like
Everything's done weekly. Like we own it and we pay a mortgage, so
It's
we pay
cheaper,
about
it's cheaper.
$500 a week on the mortgage.
I don't actually know.
So it'd be like
It just goes out.
$2,000 a month.
Do you
mortgage.
guys think like your country's at like a tipping point for change?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the slide.
Yeah,
it's
so-
either going to improve
It's
or it's
extremely expensive.
or
to
there
live. Like
will
our
be an
groceries,
exodus from the country.
Like you go and you fill just like a shopping basket, and it's going to be nearly $200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like you just want to get the staples, and no one can afford it. We have never had a homeless problem so bad where people are walking with trolleys. You know, when they pack the trolleys and how they do in Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've only just started to see that happening.
Also, you think that's the result of the drugs?
Drugs and just the price of living.
Cost of living.
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah.
getting like you guys, we have the working home. We're starting to get working homeless.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
it's so goddamn expensive.
Sleeping
Got
in
a
cars.
severe housing shortage,
Yeah,
all
housing
over the country.
And is that because a lot of the people getting deported back now, and they're kind of flooding?
So there was a time before, like our previous government, there was about, how long were they in? 9 years, and they had open selling. So Chinese people were coming into New Zealand and just buying up all the houses. They could purchase houses in New Zealand online. They
Wow.
didn't even have to come to New Zealand. They could just purchase them. They had like convention show things in China where they could go look at pamphlets and be like, "I'll buy that one."
And
So-
never even been there.
They've
Yeah.
never even been there. So there was a
Good
huge
investment.
amount of foreign investment where they purchased all the housing stock. Well, not all, but a lot of the housing stock, and it's risen the price so much.
Yeah, and now no
Wow.
one.
And now
can
there's
really
a lack
buy.
of stock. Like we've got houses that are sitting there empty because no one's.
Wow. And it's
Yeah.
all pretty much foreign investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
foreign
they've cut that
investment
back,
was-
but now the
yeah.
pricing of the
I
house
mean, I
have
can
gone
understand
through
where
the-
they were trying to go with it. Like they tried to be like foreign investment, build the country, make
Yeah,
it bigger.
yeah.
But then they didn't reinvest anything into infrastructure. The roads are like crammed. Yeah.
How many people would you say live in that
Sewage is a
country?
mess.
5.5 million.
5.5 million.
Wow.
And in
Throughout the
our
whole
city,
country.
we've got about 400,000, and they can't even get it right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then we're in a place called Christchurch, and we got destroyed by an earthquake
Yeah.
in 2011.
Not a
So
earthquake.
a massive
A few
earthquake, and we got
earthquakes.
flattened.
About
So it was-
10,000 earthquakes.
Yeah.
A lot of earthquakes there?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're right on a fault line.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a couple of really big ones, just destroyed the whole city.
Yeah. that
Do
does.
you see any similarities between politics there and politics what you see in America?
Now,
No.
yes, now
I don't pay that much attention, so
See,
I don't. but-
I do. The tit for tat, the same way as it's you don't really seem to have a middle ground now. It's either ultra left or ultra
That's right,
right,
that's right.
and it's pick a side.
That's right.
Can we just all come together for the greater good of the people and just do good rather than being like,
That's what
I'm
I said. I
the
mean,
right one. I'm the right
Why
one.
can't we just have a conversation in the middle
Yeah.
and
Literally.
everybody give a little bit,
Yeah.
but at the
Yes.
same time,
Compromise.
who wants to live in crime?
Yeah, now they
Yeah.
just want it. Like I've noticed that what really like America, and I think it's anywhere. Now they don't even want to talk about the issues in the country. They just want to pick holes in each other like a competition. Like, I look better than you. It's
Yeah.
not what I'm going to do for you. It's just I look like a better person, and I'll put you down. They put them down. It's like, what do you call it? Publicity politics.
Now, do you have as many your politicians sending money outside the country? Because here we have a big homelessness, but they're sending more money foreign aid than we're dealing with here, and we have a big problem here.
Yeah, I think our government does send money offshore.
We send a lot of money into the South Pacific Islands and that, and to help them out when we have our own problems.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys took the time. I mean, I've never been to New Zealand. I've heard it's beautiful.
When you take, just like, you take away you don't think about the politics and the social issues, and you just look at the actual country for itself. It is amazing.
It's really cool and calm. It's chill.
If you like nature and be able to go into nature where there's nothing that wants to hurt you, New Zealand's the place, because you could go sleep on the ground. Nothing's going to hurt you. We've got one or two spiders that might give you an itch.
Yeah.
And we don't have any predators or
And see,
nothing.
that's actually like.
You have to come in the summertime because it gets past freezing in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Oh, just that cold?
Yeah, we go from real cold to real hot.
Well, I hope you guys can get it right with the politics, because it's sad that they have the young people doing stuff, because it's only going to lead to bigger crimes.
Exactly.
And 10, 20 years down the line, it's like, what is it going to look like?
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's crazy.
It's very
I guess
scary.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your trip.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Bye.
so much.
Appreciate it. You tired of smelling like stanky butt, funky armpits? Wash your ass. Go to freshouseries.com and pick you up a bar of soap